Good morning, everybody. This is Pete from Pete on the AT. It's day 18 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. It's going to be kind of a weird morning this morning because it's raining, okay, and I'm in my tent. So what I'm going to try to do is pack up all my stuff in the rain under my tent, rain fly. And so it's going to be a little bit of gymnastics going on here. But that's why I bought a 2-wall tent, so that I could do just this. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I wish I could, set this camera up so you could watch me. I'm going to turn the camera around and kind of show you what the inside of my tent looks like, so you'll get an idea of, what I've at to do in the confined space. But at any rate, Mama said there'd be days like this, and it is. So at least the wind's not blowing yet. It's a pretty steady rain, but I can deal with that. I just want to make sure that I can get everything in my backpack before it gets wet. Okay, so I've got this is all the stuff that I got to get in my pack. I actually have my pack inside. My quilt, my different pods, all my electronics, so shoes and so forth. So I'm going to try to get all this inside of my rain tarp. You can see that gray part is my rain tarp, and so I'm going to try to get everything packed up in my pack and my poncho on before I step out in the rain. Hey, good morning, everybody. Day 17 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. I'm about 2 miles into my hike. You might tell that it's raining pretty good. I'm at kind of the top of this mountain. I'm basically walking in the clouds, so the rain doesn't have to travel too far to get to me. Wanted to pass along a little interesting thing on the trail, kind of the ugly bad part of hiking. So I generally don't pass very many people, but I passed these two guys, kind of maybe mid-30s, and I just asked them how they're doing, and one guy said, "Well, we're going slower today because my buddy's not feeling well." I said, "Okay." So I was passing his buddy, and I said, "You doing all right?" He goes, "No, I think I ate some bad pizza yesterday." But he looked terrible. I mean, he really looked terrible. He's kind of pale, kind of grayish, really sagging. Anyway, I just said, "Okay, I hope you're feeling better." And as I was walking away, I asked them where they were staying, and they were staying at a hostel where I am not staying. And then I just kind of picked up my pace and put some distance behind me. But the thing that was going through my mind was, okay, there's been reported cases of neurovirus in Georgia, which isn't that far away. And then there's been some reported cases of neurovirus in the Smokies, where I'm headed. And there's a chance, I mean, it might be pizza, but there's a chance that guy has neurovirus. And I wanted to know where they were staying, because these hostels, sometimes there's, 4 bunks to a room. And if that guy's got neurovirus, there's a good chance that one or all of the people staying in the room with them will get it. And it's a horrible thing to get, because it's a virus. You can't take antibiotics for it or whatever. It's got to kind of run its course, and its course is really ugly. So just wanted to kind of pass that little bit of information on to you, just something that kind of goes through your head as you're figuring out, do I want to stay in a shelter? Do I want to stay in a hostel? Do I want to have my own room? And so a lot of times, for me anyway, I'm going to choose having my own room, or just sharing a room with Mike, just because he thinks the same way that I do. All right, just want to pass along that little on the trail anecdote. See you soon. So I saw this body of water yesterday from on top of the mountain. It's the lighter color part, and that's the Fontana Dam area. That's what I've been walking towards all day today, or all morning, and that's where. Anybody know what these two flowers are? There's some are yellow and some are burgundy, but they're all along the trail. Okay, folks, just ending. We're kind of in the middle of the day of day 17, or is it 18? I think it's 18 today. Yeah, it's 18. Just want to show you the more glamorous part of walking on that. This is the glamorous part of the Appalachian Trail. We have a little bit of what we call hiker trash. Are you homeless? Aren't you homeless? You might be homeless. We don't know.
Are your pants split?
We smell great.
Did your pants split in the middle? OMG.
Oh dear.
Okay, all right, well, we're not gonna look. All right, and this is Sparrow. We've been hiking together off and on for a couple days.
Yeah, I don't know. And we keep seeing each other on trail.
And then we got Micah. Yes. She's got her service dog with her.
This is Micah, my service dog.
And he's been pretty good. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Sparrow, is my trail name, and my channel is Sparrow on Sabbatical. And I am actually hiking the trail for many reasons. One is just because I love the outdoors and I love to backpack, and I've never backpacked in the southern part of the United States, which has been so wonderful and so beautiful so far. But I'm also raising money for a wonderful cause called Cure International, C-U-R-E. And Cure International builds hospitals in developing countries for children with orthopedic conditions. I'm an orthopedic outpatient physical therapist. I've been a doctor of physical therapy for 40 years. And I had the pleasure of volunteering for this organization about 18 years ago. And I'm telling you, what they did with these children was absolutely amazing. There were children that would come to the clinic walking on the sides of their feet because they were 5 years old and they never had their club foot repaired, which of course is 100% repairable as an infant. And they would come to the hospital and they would fix them and they would get free care. And it was just amazing what we would do with these children. So that's been a real motivation for me. Every step I take is for these children. And when I get tired, I just think about the ones that really need care.
That's awesome.
So that's one of the reasons I'm hiking.
Well, good.
I live in Massachusetts. My husband, I hope, will come and hike certain sections with me. And I have a 19-year-old son. I'm on sabbatical. My clinic is continuing to run while I'm gone, thanks to my wonderful associates.
So you think?
So I think, yes, no, they promised. So yeah, I'm having a great time and loving it. Not necessarily doing laundry, but this is part of what we have to do.
It's something that we got to do.
We got to do.
Well, yeah, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everybody. Just want to wrap up day 18 on the AT. It was kind of a frustrating day. I told you all up front you'd get the good, bad, and the ugly. It was raining when we got up. We hiked in the rain about 6 miles to this place called Fontana Dam Village. And the place is under renovation, but man, it was a real frustrating day. Hard to get shuttles. There was a working restaurant, but it was almost a mile from where you checked in. Rooms weren't ready. Had to change clothes in a bathroom and do laundry in a laundromat. Again, shuttles were an issue. And then we get into our room at 5 o'clock. Okay, we got here at 10:30 and didn't get into a room till 5 o'clock. And then we've had no hot water. So for the folks that are going to be starting the trail, just if you can avoid Fontana Dam right now, do so, because the renovations is making it a complete mess. So just, again, this was a tough day, and I told everybody that I would tell you the bad stuff too. So there you have it. I appreciate you guys watching. And by the way, my comments are turned on now, so you please leave me comments. I inadvertently turned them off and didn't know, but now they're turned on. All right, have a good evening. Talk to you tomorrow.